You better look at me when I'm talking to you. You think this shit easy, don't you? You think this is promise. You ain't nothing promised to you. Look at my face. Do I got a promise face? This look like I promise you anything. Kanye, nigga, is you snoring in my class? Wake up, Mr. West. Wake up, Mr. West. Mr. West. Mr. West. Mr. West.
Yeah. 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 And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. From the shot, like Tim, it's a harder way. So this is in the name of love, like Robert say. Before you ask me to go get a job today, can I at least get a raise on the minimum wage?
Come on now, y'all know we had to start off with that yay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here with the Locker Room Banter.
Well, the ladies are always welcome.
They always are. We are on episode 24. I think. That's how you know we climbing up there, y'all. We are to episode 24. Can't even count. But anyway, let me go ahead and give y'all a shout. Let y'all know who's on the podcast with y'all. Start with myself. This is Anwar. And you can find me on Instagram at AnwarW_357. That's ANWAR. The letter W _357. And on Facebook, I am simply Anwar Williams. Watts, talk to him.
It's your boy Watts. You already know, coming to you live and direct here in the studio here in Atlanta, Georgia, man. And yeah, man, I'm here. You can hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at Watts, WATTS #4 on both Instagram and Twitter. And I know y'all hear Drizzy Moore in the background scrummaging and shit. I told his ass to stay still, but the guy
Dre on the scratches.
doesn't know how to not listen. But anyway, damn, nigga, your knuckles ashy as fuck. Drizzy Moore, holla at him.
Drizzy!
Yeah, it's your boy Dre, a.k.a. Drizzy Dre K.A. I'm back on my gangster nerd shit, you understand me? I've been doing a lot of reading articles, grading my students' paper. They want to act like assholes and think I can't catch them plagiarizing.
Uh-oh.
So I'm back on my reading and just trying to be smart as hell.
Okay.
You can find me on Instagram, my boring ass Instagram, just_Dre_LRB. Yeah.
That part. All right, no doubt. Well, we here, y'all. Episode 24. We finally got the video working so y'all can actually see us. I believe so. You know what I'm saying? So you get to put a face to the voices. I know some of y'all been listening. Most of y'all know who we are. There might be a few that don't. But, hey, you get some faces to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I am dark skinned, brown skinned, not light skinned. Just for y'all who thought I might have been light skinned, just listening in.
Nigga sound sensitive about light skin.
Anyway, man, today we got a lot to talk about, man. Not even anything in specific, but just everything in general. Where to start? That's a great question. We can get right to it if y'all want to with intro let us to. What you think?
I mean, Drizzy Moore, do you want to go ahead? I know you feel like this is your boy, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Your brethren-in-law. So if you want to go ahead, you got to get a background first and then lead up into it.
Yeah, what we talk about, Dre?
This is one of them situations where you like, okay, I think I understand where you're coming from.
Who we talking about? No, let's let him. Oh, my bad.
Intro. Let him build up.
You got it.
Yeah, let me build the suspense. And then you're like, okay, well, let me just give this cat another try. And then he started to say some more shit, and you're like, whoa, I thought I was going to try to defend him, but, I don't know. And then you'll realize it'll just be you and him and a nation of other people against both of y'all. You're like, bruh, just come back over here or you're going to get both of us killed. Talking about your boy, the one and only Kanye West or whatever the fuck, Mr. Kardashian, however y'all want to call him or label him now. The man, he's either lost his mind or he's up to something. But the thing is, his arrogance is really making people just disregard him, like almost to the point where we're about to disown him. I didn't want to jump on a bandwagon and say fuck him, but I don't know, man. I ain't listened to a new song since the shit with him and T.I., and he just digging himself a deeper hole.
I agree with that.
I mean, it's more to it, but what y'all think?
You right. Shoot, I'll give my take. I actually spoke to a good friend of mine. Actually, one of our favorite listeners, Mr. Dante. He actually gave me a point of view. He was like, you might want to go listen to some of the interviews. Not just go off of the headline, of course, like a lot of us tend to do.
Anwar tends to do.
I mean, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I do sometimes. Go off the headline, and I usually dig a little bit, not too deep. But on this one, I went and checked the Charlamagne interview. I did check the full TMZ as well, and he was everywhere. It still didn't make me change my thought process as far as, how I feel about him. But he was everywhere, and it was like you want to try to understand him for a second, but as soon as you think you do, he turns on something else. And it's like, whoa, I was just trying to get where you were going there, and now you're on a whole nother subject. I mean, I guess I can give you an example of what I mean. When he was talking about why the America, why to wear, to make America great again hat.
Why to wear the magnet?
Yeah. But then he was talking about, how he's wearing it in light to, try to flip it, kind of like the N-word, you know what I'm saying? Then he started talking about, because, with the blacks, and then, blacks in jail, you compare jail and black people and Jews and Holocaust, and then he changed the subject. And it was like, you never got through that thought before you was going to something, and I kind of felt where he was going, but I can't assume he was going there. So then you come out of nowhere, and then you start talking about slavery, and then you make the big statement that everybody's sitting on right now, which is slavery 400 years. That sounds like a choice to me.
Yeah. Slavery was a choice. So that was his statement that he made.
Slavery was a choice.
When he, quote unquote, bombarded TMZ.
Yeah, exactly. So my take on it was, I know he got some gems. Ye was trying to make some points, and he did make good points. If you just listen to him all the way through, but you really have to listen like with a squint eye, like try to pay attention and not just shoot him off after you hear one or two things you don't like. If you could do that, you might understand a little bit, but I still don't agree. I'm still like Dre. Even with all that being said, I still feel like, bro, you're still fucking up right now. You know what I'm saying? You still kind of forgot where you came from, and I don't even know if you know where you're going with this. You know what I mean?
I mean, the way that he basically kind of was going at everybody is basically because I guess Dre, and you could probably give me some clarification behind this. I guess that the real reason why he was going on all these rants is because that he feels like there's been no change when it came to the city of Chicago during Obama presidency. So that's why he's aligning. Now, I don't know if he's aligning himself with Trump, but supporting Trump because Trump is, I guess, a business owner, a successful business owner who came from nothing.
Exactly.
That was his logic behind it because he felt like it was somebody who came from nothing, even though he was born
He came
into
from
millionaire.
14 million bars from Pops. That's not nothing. But anyway.
But he felt like Donald Trump came from nothing and became the president, so he felt like he could become president too because he could come from nothing. And so now there's been, we heard about the 2020 quotes campaign from back when he did MTV or something like that. Now there's 2024.
I was hurt, bro.
But,
2024,
yeah. And now I don't know. I really ain't got no real to be honest with you. I've always thought that Kanye's was unstable.
Yeah.
I've always thought that. The guy's still a musical genius.
This is true. This is true.
As far as everything else, I've always looked at him on the side eye, his fashion, all that stuff. But we're here to try to support black people. But however, I can't support ignorance.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
it comes to black people. So, Kanye, man, and you like a lost Avenger to me, bro. You got Thanos to me out here.
Me got Thanos out there. Damn, that's saying a lot.
So I got a little more. If you guys care to.
Go ahead.
No, we got it. Go
Share.
ahead.
So the one thing is, we all know that he lost his mom.
I wanted to get into that too. Go ahead.
Okay, so that was one thing. We didn't keep up with how he adjusted, and a lot of times that can lead to what's considered adjustment disorder, which has a number of symptoms and whatnot. And he's already weird. So who you think he would go to talk about the shit that's on his mind? And I think over the times he's shown us that people really can't relate to him. And with that being said, he can't relate to nobody. So he probably just feel like he's on a planet of his own. He checks in every now and again, or the only way he can relate to people is through music. However, I think that Gemini thing, I don't know. I think it's something about, because he a June baby, I'm a June baby too.
Yeah, y'all Geminis are really crazy, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we be tripping like a motherfucker, I already know. So I think he has moments where he has like an epiphany, but he fuck up trying to explain himself.
His expressions are all wrong.
Huh?
His expressions is all wrong. The way he expresses himself is all wrong.
All wrong. And he's on a planet of his own. He try to say, hey, y'all, wait till you see Nostradamus. Some bullshit. We be like, what? The fuck this nigga talking about? And it don't make sense when he say it. And unfortunately, he try to explain himself, and it's like, nah, bro, you. But I don't know what the fuck he talking about. 2-3 years later, then we see, oh, Kanye West is a genius. So I think that's one of the struggles of him being a genius is that he don't know how to tell us what's going on in his mind.
I'll add to that. What he says, and this is not me taking any assumption. This is him. He even says, if you notice every interview he's done lately, it keeps saying, we're not taught how to think freely. We're not taught how to be free. We're always taught be free, but what does it mean to be free? What does it mean to think free? So he's like, me, I'm just thinking freely. Some of these thoughts just come to me and I just say it. And that's what the hell it sounds like. It's just a thought came to you and you just said it. But what the guy on TMZ told him, which is, hey man, your words mean too much. Pretty much like you can't be a free thinker and just say what the hell comes to your mind, because people follow you. They look to you for leadership. Like but in a sense, we put you in position to hold a certain, a mentality for us. That way when white people or anyone in superior positions, quote unquote, look to Ye, he kind of represents the people. Now it's like, hey man, he can't represent us anymore. Not with that mind frame he's on. And that's where the debate
one of our mascots.
Exactly, in a sense, and that's where the debate with him and him and T.I. Now T.I. kind of represents what the people now think. Ye is on some other shit right now. So if you want to add on that, Watts?
I think the problem, like, it ain't no problem with him being a free thinker. We all support being a free thinker, but the problem is filtering your thoughts so that you can communicate it properly. That's a problem that everybody has. People have problems with that when they're in arguments and all types of stuff, but being that he's such a big artist, or being that he's such a big icon in the world, you could say one thing and it's going to get taken out of context.
Very true, and it does every time.
Run with it. I mean, this statement about slavery being a choice is one in particular. I kind of want to sit here and like kind of criticize people about how like last week y'all was just glorifying this man about this and that.
All
now
these
all
albums
of a sudden,
coming out,
Now all of a sudden y'all just switched on like bomb.
Yep.
Without looking at the context, y'all just seen snippets.
Yeah.
And just ran with it. I mean, and people have the right to do what they want to do and feel how they want to feel. That's their choice. But I feel like I always say, make sure you do your research first behind rushing to judgment, because everybody out here is just jumping on the bandwagon because such and such said this and I agree with such and such because that's my nigga. So
exactly.
And I kind of want to get on what's the name too though, but your boy Charlamagne been a real big dick rider lately, bro.
On who? Yay? Or period?
On like just jumping from bandwagon, bro.
I guess you got to go into that when we get on that, because I know Ye was one, but obviously he's interviewing him.
Cardi.
Oh yeah. Oh, we know Cardi. He was definitely.
Anyways, we'll get into that later.
Exactly. But I guess you got another thought on Ye. I was gonna add a little bit, Dre, but if you go ahead, I seen that you want to say something else in reference to that.
Is one more. I had a theory about him, and this is just a little humor in that in the theory. Actually, it just got intercepted. Is Kanye autistic? Remember how he used to go off on people? Like, is he on the spectrum?
Well, I mean, I don't know about autistic. I mean, he might be. I mean, like I said, but I mean, we definitely know he has some type of mental illness.
Definitely.
And he's admitted to it himself that he's been going through
some
depression,
instability,
going through these medications and got addicted to drugs, his pills and all that stuff.
Opioids.
The question I want to ask y'all though is, how do y'all feel about him going to get liposuction?
That part, I want. Let me get on that, because did you?
Hold on now, Mr. Fitness. You can't really just judge him just because he need to go to the gym.
I won't. But I'm just laughing because like that was another rant that I was talking about, how he was in the middle of saying something that could have validated a lot of what he's been going through, but he completely stopped the convo and just was on some, I was on opioids. They had me on 2 opioids a day, and then when I left, you know how many pills I had to take? Take a guess. 7. So when I left, I had 7 pills. So now I'm addicted to these drugs, and then I'm doing all this for y'all. Y'all made me do this. I'm trying to be for y'all validation. The media got me getting lipo because they say I'm overweight. They say this, so I'm doing this, so I look good for y'all.
Y'all ain't finna have me scared to be at my own wedding like y'all did, Rob.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, he did. He said just that. Y'all had me scared to be at my own wedding like they did Rob. That's which is true. They had expectations for Rob to lose all his weight because I mean, because of Black China, just because he's Rob and it's his wedding and they expected.
Well, it's because he's a Kardashian.
That part.
At the end of the day, but should we judge society about making people like are like celebrities feel like they have to fit into these molds? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
I think
if you're a celebrity, you should be able to live in your truth and just
if you can. If you can. I mean, and what I mean by that is you have the mentality to live into your truth. Like someone like Anthony. No, I can't say Anthony Anderson because he went and got some stuff done too. Look like, but people that are just naturally big guys, like Faison Love or somebody who's big, but you don't expect him to come off a whole bunch of weight to be the sexy character, or other actors or maybe even entertainers that are just how they are. That's just how they are. But they can deal with that. Someone like Said the Entertainer. No one expects Said to be all in shape or nothing. He's just a big guy. But if Kanye could wear whatever look he has and just be him, but he can't. Like he said, he needs the validation. He can't blame nobody but himself for needing other people's validation.
And it's not even just, I guess, a society, period.
Yeah.
But he also because he's trying to get into the fashion industry. So
Yeah,
they said
that
was
makes
the
sense,
main
yep.
part.
Mhm.
That was the main part, too. I mean, shout out to Dante again. Dante
Yeah.
only weighs like 110 pounds. Yeah, I'm shooting shots at you, Tate. But man, yeah, I mean that's the fashion industry.
Yeah,
they don't expect anybody to have size like shit.
Yeah.
Me and you right now, we obese in the fashion industry.
That's
so.
very true. That's very true. I remember, speaking of Dante, you getting a lot of shout outs on this episode. Actually, this ain't a shot. This is a shout out. I remember we spoke about a common friend we had from FAMU days who told Dante, and Dante remembers this, you need to go down to 155 pounds. That's what the fashion world needs you to be at in order to succeed. When he first got to New York, 155 pounds is the size you need to look for. Mind you, Tay is a 6 foot, comfortably about 175, 180 pound individual. So to drop down to 155 is not where it's at. But I mean, like you said, in the fashion industry, in the fashion world, that frail, real slim, quote unquote, European look is kind of what they go for. So you're right. I could make it, but I'll probably be like you said, fucking Ving Rhames or somebody in the fashion industry. I'm small in the regular world, but in fashion, it ain't gonna work.
Pause.
All right, let me get my last little theory about Ye.
All right, you got it.
So, what if Ye was really seeing himself as Jesus and is sacrificing himself for us to start having these conscious conversations that we never really had? Well, we haven't had. We only have them when somebody gets killed. But in this instance, he ain't getting killed literally, but he damn sure, threw himself to the wolves. What if he thinks he's being Jesus for the people to come together and say, this is what we need to do, this is what we need to be. Never talk about slavery because we posted
My
it
question
together.
My question to you on that point would be then, what is his resolution? Because all he's really talking about is that slavery wasn't a choice. He's really not giving any resolutions behind that.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying to think freely, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, people are supporting think freely. People are taught now to be more independent when it comes to thinking, period, and then any other time in their lives. So people are becoming more aware. But my question is, what solution or resolution do you think that he's proposing, if any, if you've heard of any?
I thought that he came back and tried to fix up what he said. Because initially, if you ask me, you can't say something like that and not give an explanation right away, because niggas gonna be like, hold on, bro, what you mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly what happened to him. And what I think he was trying to say is the issue of, let me see.
Well, I ain't talking about
The only choice.
I'm not talking about the slavery comment. I'm talking about just in general. Like what is, like, all he's just doing is going on rants, but not giving any solutions about what it is. What's his point that he's trying to make?
That's the thing about you're not going to know what his point is until he brings the art with it. If there's no art with it, then we all going to be looking at him crazy. So he knows he's the art guy. That's how he relates to us.
So you think the art is the music?
Communicates with him.
You think the art is the albums that's about to drop?
Yeah, because, he got so much shit coming out. He always got a little project. He got a little dramatization going on before he actually put out music.
I mean, I actually think, to be honest with you, that all of this is really because of it's just a big ass, long ass rollout. Personally, because he just really came back on Twitter, just started tweeting about albums, and now all of a sudden he got all this rant. So now he got all the attention on him, and this is that, and then now all of a sudden he dropped 3 songs over the past week? The one with T.I., the one with Travis, and then dropped another one too, I think, right? But
yeah,
the Travis one I could fuck with. that one with T.I. is garbage, dog. I'm sorry.
It wasn't a song. It was a convo over a
like
beat.
that
You talking about the
one.
People versus Jay?
Yeah, that shit was.
I mean, it
garbage.
wasn't a song, but if
I
you
don't
listen,
like that.
if you listen to T.I.'s interview, and I did try to do what y'all say and go actually watch interviews and shit, but I actually did watch T.I.'s interview on the Breakfast Club in reference to that, and he said that took all of 30 minutes, and it sounded like it, right?
It sounded like it.
But he said there was a conversation that was like 4 hours long, and it was like, you know what, let's just put this on wax and just, you know, Ye had already an idea of a song like that, but he was like, how about I just do this, and you just make response to what I say, and he said by the time he left, Ye put that bitch out.
Yeah, I saw that part, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, man, like, I don't know, man. I think, like I said, it's just to keep the attention going because all the
Yeah,
music,
yeah.
all the music that he's gotten is reference to the current shit that he just talked about.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, last thing, I mean, we've been on this for a minute. I know we can do this all day, but he did say just that you know he's fighting himself and he's fighting with the world to stay relevant in a sense. He's like all these young people. He said he's fighting with Father Time. He said he just turned 40, so it's like, of course, that got to do something to you mentally. You turn 40 in the entertainment industry. That's old. You know what I'm saying? That's getting up there. You know what I'm saying? Jay found a way to survive in it, but everybody can't do that. So Ye's trying to find how he can stay relevant, how we can still talk about Ye all the time. He's like, how do I stay being the talk of the town? That's just what he's been known to be.
I guess since Kim dropping news, and he got to find his way and just
That's
go
it.
on rants, huh?
Yeah, don't drop no news.
That's
Ye.
how you know. That's like your signal there. When that news drop, boom, like, oh shit, what Ye about to do next?
So you saying that Chris? So you saying think Chris Jenner is out here managing his rants as well too?
She managing something. She's like, all right, now if you don't get out there, I'm gonna sue your ass. You know what you signed up for.
Why you bullshitting? Now I got a question for y'all that I wanted to ask. Do y'all feel like the Jenner family supports Trump as well, or are they just like, because they been low key kind of quiet about it? I know Kim did try to tell him like, you need to explain your tweets about Trump. But
Yes, I think they do.
I think so too.
I'll say that. Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised. I don't honestly follow any of them enough to know anything what they talk about in life, so I can't just say that. It would just be, I would not be surprised if they did. That's all I can give you on that.
Nah, I feel you.
Why
I
do
just
you
wanted to
think
ask
they
that
do
question.
us?
I mean, honestly, I feel like if, and this is the opinion that I just have about like he not gonna just come out and have these rants unless somebody's supporting these comments.
Yeah.
And he said that the only person that's supporting him is his wife, right?
Yeah, that's what he
So-
say.
Somebody's boosting his head up like, babe, you're right. You know, some baby like, okay, you have a point. Yeah, this is that. So that's boosting his confidence, his ego to where he feel like he should be able to explain himself to everybody and like prove his point to everybody. And I think that's what it is.
And in that interview he had with Charlamagne, Charlamagne did ask. He was like, you know, people always come to Ye for stuff. Who does Ye go to? And he was like, honestly, lately he's been going to the closest people around him. Like you said, his wife, the people around him. He said no. He said he doesn't do therapy
He said,
because
well,
Oh yeah, you're right.
yeah,
you're right,
he
you're right,
said
you're
he
right.
doesn't do therapy. He just speaks to the
The
closest people
people is
around
my
him.
therapy.
The people are his
Yeah.
therapy. So he's like, some people get surprised, like, damn, I'm talking to Ye for 30 minutes. Because but he's like, that's who I use, which I think is dope. Actually,
I get that. I
as
actually get that
long
part.
as long as it's not the few people that you just called to always validate you're wrong.
One of the things I will say about that, as far as and kind of what you kind of pointing at is that being that Ye of the status that he is, you know, him going to talk to a regular person, or him going to talk to somebody, period. That's gonna be like they're gonna be like, oh, that's I can't
Yeah,
disagree with him. I
exactly.
can't
They're gonna
disagree
just have
with
to
him.
stay on his dick.
And I think like that's probably the main reason
Yeah.
why him and Jay fell out, because Jay
Yeah.
like, nah, son,
That part.
can't feel that shit.
Yep.
So I think that's probably why he fell out. I mean,
Yeah.
they say that. I think he said that he's open to rekindling that relationship and fixing that relationship with Jay.
With
but-
Jay. Well, leave it to both of them. They're both straight. But even Charlamagne was like, well, shoot, what is it going to take to get y'all to say, let's link up? Like, you keep saying, Jay be like, that's my brother. That's all love. We this. Ye be like, you know, then Jay get on stage and say he felt some kind of way about them not showing up to the wedding and whatnot. But then Jay was like, okay, yeah, you went too far when you start talking about the kids. And Ye turned around and is like, well, damn, if you say we family, then ain't that my family I'm talking about? You know, so which is it? You know, is that too far to talk about the kids and the family, or are you not my family and me
damn
talking
wife.
about my family? Both valid points, but it go to show that, you know, Ye's in between. Are you really my brother, big brother, or are you just my big time manager that's just happened to be around me for all these years? Like, don't separate when you want to separate. Don't be my business partner and then turn around and then be my brother. Which one is it? So Ye's torn, are you really family? And that makes a lot of sense for Ye because, again, like you said at the beginning, losing his mother, which was, we know his relationship with his mother was very close. I don't know if he ever had family that he was that close to. I'm sure Jay was probably one of them. And then Jay do something like that. It's kind of like, damn, you know, are we really family? Like, what's really good here? But that's for them to say.
But yeah, He also, I don't, is Kanye the only child of y'all?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
Yes.
he is.
Sounds like it.
I
Yes.
mean, I'm an only child. I'm speaking in the only child defense. I just think
You do.
he don't really have nobody who has that's there for him. I mean, 'cause
Yeah.
I grew up with my cousins. My cousins was like my brothers and my sisters. So I don't really. You have to understand, like family fight.
Yeah.
We fight. But at the end of the day, it's family. We know that we're gonna get back together. We're gonna brush that shit under the rug the next day and go back to it and do what we got to do. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pray for Mr. West.
His life has never
Mr.
been
West,
normal.
Mr.
I'll
West.
say it like that. His life has never been normal. His thought process has never been normal. And now he's famous, and you know, fame comes with a lot of bullshit. And who knows how severe the symptoms that he has and
Yeah.
how he copes. Of course, is through his music. But when it comes to trying to get people to understand him, it's just like, man, don't nobody feel me out here. Yeah, you by yourself, bro. You and I guess you got your wife.
The last thing, just think about this. I mean, sure, when we first fell in love with Ye, he was a struggling artist, like he say, making 2 beats a day in his basement, tied himself down pretty much like, hey, I got to get this cake. I'm not going to be poor. I'm not going to be poor. I'm not going to be poor. He had a hustle. How long has Ye been rich now? A long time. So where's the struggle at? So now he's in a whole different, tax bracket, a whole different caliber of people he's around now. So he don't know poor no more. He don't know struggle. And I keep going back to the TMZ when the guy was like, hey, you've been in your lane for a while. You deserve to be there. You've paved your own way to get there. We support you. You're there. But there are people that are still in this real world every day that go through the stuff that you bashing. We still have modern day slavery. You used to make songs about that, but now that you don't live it anymore, now you're speaking against it as if everyone could just break the cycle and break the chains like you did. Everyone can't do that. Yep. If that was the case, there'd be a million Harriet Tubmans and not one. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's like, just like president. Oh, Obama president, why can't y'all be? That's one in how many hundreds of years? Come on, man. You don't put that pressure on every black person. So anyway, that's just another thought, as far as why Ye's mentality is where it's at now. That's where he's at with it. Plus, last thing, that candidacy, like you said, it went from 2020 to 2024, which means what? He's going to support Trump for the next term, 4 more, and hope that all of this ass kissing will secure him a spot in the election for 2024.
Well, I mean, Trump.
That don't mean that nigga gonna be there for 8 years.
Yeah, I'm about to say Trump about to get out of here. They got Stormy Daniels out here, got his ass about to get up out of here.
Man, please be
Stormy.
there.
So question, man, are y'all? So are we supporting these albums that's gonna be dropping in June? That's all for you.
You want to act like, oh, yep. No,
I don't know.
his or the ones that he's part of?
I mean, all of them going to him, so it don't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me give y'all this. Let me do some more research for myself. I'm gonna go listen to a few more interviews of Ye to see if I can make sense of anything, and if I can, I'm going to support.
I'll say this.
Go ahead.
As a man, there's some shit you just don't say, and there's some shit you just don't do. He needs to get off his high horse and say, listen, I fucked up when I said what I said. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what I meant. But I'm sorry if I offended you all, because he damn sure did. Then that'll lighten the blow of how everybody feel based on what he said. So as a man, he just need to come take accountability. Just don't try to coat it with how genius you think you are, how arrogant you are.
I 100% agree with every single thing you just said right there.
Yeah.
And that's rare.
Yeah. It's rare. It is rare.
That's law.
But yeah, I 100% agree with everything you said right there. But I mean, as an artist, like I said, as a person, I never really fucked with Kanye. But as a music artist,
you gotta respect it.
I mean, I gotta respect him. I gotta respect his craft. I gotta respect his artistry. And I really don't want to fuck with it, but
yeah,
I understood the context of what he was just trying to say. It was just delivered badly.
I feel you.
So I'm gonna still give him a try. I'm still giving him his music. If the music come off too crazy though, then like I said, bro, he's Thanos. He's up out of here.
I mean, do you still listen to R. Kelly?
I haven't listened to R. Kelly for real. Like,
I'm just saying, like that goes in the bracket. If you don't approve of his life, but you fuck with his music.
You right. I listen to him every day when I talk to your ass. You right.
Shut your ass up.
R. Kelly,
I ain't gonna lie. I still listen to the GOAT.
Nah, though. The funny thing about it is that when me and my girl started, we had to skip over R. Kelly because he was like, he's singing to a 12-year-old.
Y'all niggas are rude. No hope. That's how I felt about damn Frank Ocean. I stopped listening to him once he jumped out. Like, man, now he said a new field. He talk about a boy. He ain't talking about a new woman.
Right.
I'm straight,
Singing
Frank.
them lyrics like a motherfucker too.
Who alarm going off?
That's yours, as always.
My bad. Hotline bling. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, you just pretty much took over our whole podcast. I know that's what you were trying to do. So you succeeded with
That
getting
shit
us
is
to talk
working.
about you. You know? I mean, people know what they doing, man. He know what world we live in. I mean, he ain't gonna listen, but still.
What you mean, bro? We on the way.
So
We on the way. There it is. What you got, Dre? Here you about to close out with another one.
no, so since we putting all this negativity out there, I think that we are being distracted from your boy who saved the people in Waffle House, Jerome Shaw, something like that.
We talked about that.
Joshua Shaw Jr.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
You talked
Talk
about
about
that.
it.
You said that was your
talked about
cousin.
that. You talked about that specifically. But to give
But
you,
he doing more. He
I know. I was
donating.
about to say, but
Yeah,
to give
yeah,
some back
yeah.
some more context to that, man. He is
Uh-huh.
doing a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
He is actually what's his name? Jerome what?
He know it's Shaw
Jerome
because
Shaw. That's
Jerome
my
Shaw.
cousin.
He's actually raising money for the victims who
Exactly.
were. And he had a GoFundMe page, as well as the Waffle House CEOs were also paying for the funeral costs and some damages as well. So that's some big things, man, coming from Jerome Shaw, who, man,
Yeah,
did
he's
some big things, man. And he did it like Dre said, like he was a real nigga. He was like, I was just worried about myself.
that part. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because I'm sure we all
This
think
nigga
about
finna
if
kill
something
me.
pop off. One, you know how we would handle it, right? You know what I'm saying? Everyone says they'll run up out of there, but sometimes I think that I would, try to be a hero if I think I could. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, like at work, I work in a kind of crazy environment. You guys might not think or know that, but people bring guns and knives to my job a lot. People pull out guns on supervisors
Especially in
at my
Georgia.
job. This happens like once a month, and I'm not lying. So it's
What?
like, yeah. So
H&M, bro.
yeah,
H&M.
it's a warehouse.
Another,
So
another hazard. Another fucking.
yeah, I've been called outside. I've been called outside by a guy just saying, "Hey, let me holler at you. It's such and such in there." And I look on his hip, and he got a gun. He had just got fired. Like that's how it be going down over there. So in other words, sometimes I be thinking, "Damn,
Man, that ain't no joke.
am I gonna be the one to try to save everybody get out, and I jump on the gunman or whatever it might be?" These thoughts do come to our head. So with him, like he said, I wonder if he was just saving his own ass. Hey, you ain't gonna shoot me because I'm gonna get to your ass first, which is what we all think we gonna
White
do,
boy.
right? And it just happened to work. But back to shed light on what he's doing. You're right, Watts. He's the last I heard, he was raising money for mental awareness because he knows that was probably what was behind the guy running in there blasting away at everybody. And then he did also put towards the funeral arrangements for all the victims involved, along with the Waffle House CEO. So he's well deserving of all the fame he's getting. He can get
The
talked
nigga's
about
the
every
shit, man.
episode. If we can throw 1 minute in there, I don't mind, because people like him need to be praised more.
Because we talk about killing too much in this world.
You know what I mean?
Talking about no more. What you said, Dre?
I say the nigga is the shit. He saved people. He about beat old boy ass, took his gun, and now he's raising money. Like he's like almost like a black cartoon
He's a
character.
superhero. He's a
But it's
superhero.
real life.
So you trying to say he Batman is what you're saying.
Yeah, he black man.
And he got to meet D Wade.
This nigga said
He
black
got to
man.
be-
This nigga said black man. God damn.
That's funny.
All right, I gotta do something, y'all. God forgive me for this one.
You got it. Anyway, off of that. So, nah.
We got, bro.
So where we at now? So we got to talk about we gonna stay on music, or we gonna talk about anything else hot in these streets right now? Hold on, my fault to cut y'all short. Did we even give Dre's?
Cut yourself off short.
I know, right? Did we give Dre's boy praise for his release? Cause we ain't spoke since my dog got out. Harry,
Who?
free meat.
Oh, me.
Well, I was gonna talk about him later on.
Okay, well, we can get on him later.
But I mean, I
He's
mean,
so
since
random
we're talking about him right now, I was about to sit here and say that everybody in Philly like send meat back home because the citizens about to get their ass swept.
Oh hell no! Damn Philly.
But I mean, Meat did have one of the best homecoming services that I've ever seen ever in life. Like the nigga got free from. Well, the funny thing about it was everybody talking about the meme. Beyonce said, "Free meat, so shall it be."
So shall it be? I didn't see that one. I didn't see that. That's funny.
But
Damn.
Meek
Basis.
got free, and as soon as he got free, the owner of the Sixers and I believe the owners of the Philadelphia Eagles, the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles met Meek outside of the jail and flew him out, and then flew him out to the Sixers game. He ran off the chopper, off the helicopter from the Sixers game
Wow.
into the Sixers locker room to take a shower in the locker room.
Oh, wow.
And then
I didn't
had
know that.
courtside seats next to Kevin Hart at the game, and they ended up winning the game big time in the first round.
Okay.
And I just want to know how y'all feel about him wearing his damn turtleneck up under the damn jersey.
I didn't see that. See, I didn't even see that. But I could just by what you said. Me. Maybe that's how you dress in prison now. I don't know. Maybe that's how they do in the chain gang. Turtlenecks on the jersey. He's starting a new trend.
Then next time he just went and he pretty much just was doing backflips at the damn Boston Celtics game, and then that's when they started losing.
Damn it. Wow. Well,
what you got though, Dre?
Yeah, man. For me, man, welcome home. He's happy, bro. You can see like the light in the nigga face, smiling and shit. He just started taking pictures where he looking a little hard, but he's saying shit like "God bless everybody." I think this is the Meek we all wanted to see.
That's what every jailbird release say. So hopefully let's keep that spirit, Meek. Be on your Gucci, man. I mean, it wasn't like he did nothing crazy to get locked up this time. That was just some bullshit. He was trying to stay out of trouble when he was out. It was just some dumb shit that got him locked back up. So, I mean, it wasn't like he was, on some bullshit beforehand. Let's just hope he can stay clear of that.
Stop violating your parole shit.
Yeah,
that's
man. No more willies.
What else we got? You want to go ahead and talk about some latest music that dropped? I know it was a lot of music that dropped. I really just haven't been able to keep up with it. You
know me, I'm the music guy, so if you need to ask anything, just ask me, dog.
Crickets.
I'm right here.
Crickets.
I'm right here.
But I mentioned this last episode, man. I've been saying that these little cats have been dropping gems over the past couple of weeks, and I with no anticipation of an album dropping, but they just went dropping gems week after week. I want to give a shout out to Ray Shrimmer, Sway Lee, and Slim Jimmy, man. They dropped a 3-disc album. I didn't really know it was a 3-disc album, but they dropped a 3-disc album where it's really creative how they dropped it. It's basically the first disc is them together. The second disc, I believe, is Sway Lee doing his thing called Swaycation or whatever the fuck it is. Okay. And then the third disc is Slim Jimmy with Metro Boomin, pretty much just going in and doing his thing. So they pretty much did a kind of like how Outkast did with Love Below. Speak about some Love Below, but they combined it with their own with a joint disc at the beginning. Okay, and they did their thing, man. It's 3 different vibes, and it's something that I like. I was just listening to Ron the other day, and I was like, "Damn, this shit's still going." Then I realized it was 3 discs, and it was 3 different vibes, and them cats killed it, man. I don't know if y'all listen to Ray Shrimmer, man, but these cats are very underrated in the music game. The guy Sway Lee is very artistic himself, and creative himself, so. I think they deserve a lot of respect, and even though they are one of these new age cats, they not like these new age cats. They don't stop, man. Yeah, they have some growth that's gonna be coming with them in the future.
Gotcha,
Dre.
Yeah, man. Shit on Ray Shrimmer. I see you, Ray Shrimmer. Slim Jimmy. I like the brotherly love. I think they trying to ease being able to sing type vibe. So his brother won't take off on him too much more than he already did. Let's see what else we got rocking here. Royce the 5'9" dropped something.
Okay.
The Book of Ryan. I ain't really heard it yet, but I already know he's. I can't say he's Eminem's protege, but if there's anybody who could keep up with Eminem, it would be Royce the 5'9".
Royce, if you ask me personally, I'm a Royce fan, and Royce shits on Eminem. If you ask me personally,
for real. You know what? Let me get some of that. I agree. Okay. We listen
to Royce.
They do. I mean, honestly, it was one of those things where I heard a cipher and I was like, hold the fuck up, and I had to go do some back checking on him. But just like Sci-Hi, like I caught him late, went back and listened to Sci-Hi, and I see what the hype is about. But back to Royce. You're right. I think we always throw M up there because the world throws him up there, and we don't want to bring him down. He's earned where he's at, but
definitely.
But as far as actually talking about something and having bars, Royce all day. M don't talk about much. He talk about everything, and he's everywhere. But his flow is insane. That's the thing. His flow is insane, but he's never really anywhere in specific on his topics. Royce, you listen to that, you get your story, and you get that straight up north shit. You know what I'm saying? That Detroit, whatever the hell you from. You get that shit though. I mean, from Royce, I agree with Watts on that, and I'm an M fan. But honestly, if I had to listen to someone's album out of them two, come on, I'm listening to Royce. I've already did that. I can't listen to M like that.
What about Designer?
I was just about to say Designer dropped a new album too. I haven't listened to it yet. Thank you for just
No,
fucking
it's-
up all our ears, bro.
Did he do that on 9 out of 10 of the songs?
I haven't listened to it,
Oh, okay.
but Designer did.
Yeah, I
drop an
listened
album.
to it.
He did it, didn't he?
Go ahead. What you got? 'Cause it was funny. I do want to say that it's funny though. I didn't listen to the interview. Is that when he went on the Breakfast Club? I didn't listen to the full interview. But Charlamagne was like, I didn't see Kanye tweeting about no Designer album
Oh,
dropping.
shit.
Right.
That was fucked up, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, might be through with this cat, man. I don't know. He got 2 of them that I like, and the rest of them is just it's just decent. He trying to hang in there. Price Tag is hard because it sounds good. Hood is actually a good song.
So this is the
Everything
album, not a
else is
mixtape,
just
right?
album.
Okay, so if you say
It's not a song. I
you
don't
listen
know
to
what
it,
they call
tell me this. Did he find his own style yet, or is he still pretty much sounding like
He's trying.
Future?
He working on it. He
I mean,
working
let
on
me
it.
know, cause that's just like the damn Money Man. I can't listen to him because he sounds too much like Future.
You tripping?
That
Money
nigga
Man.
tripping.
Oh, you said Money,
Money
Man.
Man?
Okay, now I thought you were talking about
Money
Money
Bag,
Man.
yo,
Yeah,
not Money Bag, yo,
Money
not
Bag,
Money
yeah.
Bag, yo, Money
I
Man.
will get on you about some Money Man.
Nah, I talk Money Man. Money Man, who put me on that? Bro put me on that, and I was like, it was to be funny. He was like, you nigga sound like Future, don't he? I said, that ain't Future? He played another one. He said,
Yeah.
you think that's Future too? I said, bro, that is Future.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga name was
People
Money
like
Man.
him too because he is good, but that's
But
hard
I
to
can't really respect Money. I don't mean to take us off subject, but I can't respect Money Man as much because he didn't sound like that at first. He had his own little kind of rap, but as he started making more music, he started to sound more and more like Future. That means you are trying to sound like this guy.
It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? At that point, I just can't do it. There's one out there.
I want to go ahead and just give name it because
Go ahead.
we naming these artists, but we ain't naming the album. So I just want to go ahead and say Ray Shrimmer album is called Shrimp.
Shrimp?
That's the name of that. That's the name of the album.
Okay.
Royce Day 5'9" album is called Book of Ryan, and
Ryan.
Designer album is LOD. I guess because he loud. I don't
Goodness.
know.
So KOD, LOD, biting somebody else now. Okay, go ahead.
Do y'all think Block Boy is that bad?
Shit, I was just about to get on Block Boy. Block Boy JB. That's who you talking about?
Yeah.
Boy, his album go hard. You want some gym music?
Oh.
Block Boy.
Dude, he got a song that got Block Boy,
Shoot.
Block Boy, Block Boy,
Shoot.
Block Boy, Block Boy, Block Boy, Block Boy, Block
Oh,
Boy.
Block Boy. No, he actually rap. It sound
He's
crazy.
the one that's got the song with Drake.
Which one?
Look alive, look alive.
Yeah.
Bitch, come through. You and you.
Yeah.
Drizzy, get the money. I'm gonna get the loot.
He got that song with
Block
Drake,
Boy,
man.
Block Boy, Block Boy, Block Boy.
This is the song that he got with Drake right now. This one, all you got.
Oh yeah, look alive,
This
look
shit go
alive.
hard,
That
bro.
shit do go
See?
hard.
This shit go hard. See, so stop
can't
hating on
do it
niggas
as
all the
verse.
time.
That's one song, and this
No,
look who's
that
the
whole-
feature. Look
listen
who
to-
he had to get me listen
Listen to
to
the
him.
album. Listen to the album. I promise you, gonna fuck with him. He
I'm
got
gonna
this
listen
song
to it
called
because
None
I like
of
that
That.
sound.
He got this song called None of That with Lil Pump. I actually hate that it's Lil Pump, but that shit go hard too. Song with 21 Savage called Rover
What's
2.0.
Lil Pump? What go hard?
None of That. That's the name of the song. It's None of That with Block Boy and Lil Pump. That shit go hard.
Lil Pump or
Oh,
Lil
okay.
White Boy?
The
I
one,
thought
the
it was-
one,
I
the
thought he was
one,
talking about his mixtape or
the
something.
one that was selling out J. Cole last week.
Oh
That's what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
This boy called
And
J.
then
Cole
21
ugly ass nigga.
Fuck J. Cole.
Then he got Rover 2.0 with 21 Savage. Then he got Asian Bitch with my dog Moneybag Yo. Nike Swoosh
Yeah.
with YG. And
Okay.
my song
Damn, where YG
Shoot,
been at?
Shoot. But that shoot song go hard. man.
Where has
Okay, I
YG
fuck
been
with it.
at? Nope.
I need some ratchet shit in my life, man.
But Block Boy JB album name is called Semi.
Okay.
I want to go ahead and
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we on it.
Now.
Mhm.
Styles P, who Drake mentioned earlier,
Okay.
his album was called G Host. That
That's
kinda
tight.
dropped. I haven't even listened to it,
I see
but
what you did there, Styles. Go ahead.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
second one.
That boy Too Short dropped the album
Too short.
called the Sets Playlist, the Sets Tape Playlist. She gotta give a shout out to Superboy. He's still a legend.
Did you listen to it
in the
yet?
Streets. No, I
Damn.
haven't.
I
haven't
wonder
really
if it
listened
sounds
to
like the old Too Short, I gotta go listen.
One other album, two other albums. I think Drake kind of mentioned about it. We ain't really getting specific behind it. Is Post Malone, Beer Boys, and Bentleys. A couple
okay.
people said
Okay,
a
I didn't mention it.
couple people had said that they fucks with it.
Yeah.
A couple people I heard talk about it. I haven't really listened to it too much yet.
So the black delegation is okay with Post Malone.
I mean, like I said, I don't know the context behind it. So I said I'm fucking with it because I don't know the context behind what everybody said.
Yeah, I mean,
what
it's
the
a couple
problem
things
was.
said and done by Post that leaving a bad taste in our mouth.
I don't
Pause.
think he said nothing about race. I
Nah,
think
it was
he
just
said something
the hip-hop
about
culture.
rap or
Yeah.
hip hop or something.
That he didn't grow up on rap.
Yeah, that's what I said last time. That he gave all the homage to all these rock stars that all tatted on him. But he's saying he didn't really fuck with black music like that. But all his music is black music.
Yeah,
But
let
leave
me
it to
get that
him.
hit,
Leave it to
21
him.
Let me get that
That's
hit.
not what he puts out.
T.Y.
You know.
Your
Yeah.
boy Testosterone 69, whatever the fuck his name is. He had an album drop, Day 69, Graduation Day. I'm not listening to that album. Yeah, Tekashi, whatever. I'm not listening to it, but you go ahead and listen to it for me, Dre. Tell me how you feel. We mentioned Jim Jones' album a while back, but we didn't really get the name of it. It's called Wasted Talent. And Janelle Monáe dropped the album Dirty Computer. Definitely give that a vibe because that's definitely a good vibe. And
I don't like that.
You don't like that album?
I heard it so far.
You don't like it? Why not?
The first 4 songs I heard so far, I don't like. It sounds so corny. I like Pink though.
To be honest with you, all of Janelle Monáe songs sound the same to me. To be honest with you, it's a good vibe, but it's Janelle Monáe vibe.
Gotcha.
And 2 other albums I kind of just want to give a quick mention. Waka Flocka baby mama, his wife, Tammy Riviera, dropped her first album, and a lot of people actually fucking with it. Fate. A lot of people actually fucking with it. She's a lovely hip hop star. I know you probably don't really care about that.
Yeah, that's Rico Love artist right now.
I fuck with Rico Love. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
And last but not least, man, the Temptations dropped another album on y'all ass, nigga. All the time, nigga. Temptations out here.
Are you for real?
Dead ass, nigga. What's up?
They all
man?
alive? That wasn't even a shot. Didn't like 2 of them get shot in the movie? Like, come on. Golly.
No, they add like members in and all that shit. So
yeah, they've been swapping in and out.
They just like New Edition, shit.
Yeah.
You get out the group, we'll replace you.
Yeah, real quick.
But yeah, man, that's all I got for music on the front tip for that, man. We were supposed to talk about something.
Music wise, no, you said. I thought it was no. We did the You said somebody wanted to rap out the Meek, but you did that already.
Shout out 2 Chainz, man. That's what you were supposed to do with the news update.
Yeah.
He's so bad with his cues.
So I'm gonna give 2 shout outs. One to the source and one to the subject. The source is Dizzle. Dallas, you were supposed to be on this episode, but sorry we missed you. But thanks for the love. Shout out to Chainz. 2 Chainz supposedly just proposed to his long time girlfriend just now at whatever he got a girl named Keisha too? No, for real. Like,
I don't know.
Why you say Keisha?
So that's the name he used to say back in the day in his old mixtapes.
I doubt it. Nah, but anyway, supposed to have just went down today, so that's kind of like locker room exclusive right there. Episode 24 brought to you by yours truly.
You want to tell them what he got proposed at?
They got to propose. I don't even know where this place at. Met Gala.
The Met Gala is an event, man. It's a fashion event.
Oh, see, I don't know. At the Met Gala. Shout out to 2 Chainz, Titty Boy, Hell Weave Killer on your proposal. Welcome to the club of engaged men, my brother.
I can imagine that nigga taking a knee in his tall ass. Right in the eye.
On your episode of Anwar does not know.
Anyway.
I mean, shit. Can't he take a knee? Ain't his leg still fucked up?
Yeah.
Anyways.
That nigga 7 feet take a knee and they still face to face. Shit.
All right, man. So we going to sports.
We are.
Do we have any other topics that we hitting on before we go to
sports?
sports?
Man, let me do my hip hop history.
Oh, you had one? Oh, my bad.
Well, damn, nigga. Thanks for letting us know you had one.
Yeah,
man.
you ain't had one in a year.
I mean, it's supposed to be regular, but whatever.
No, go ahead. Give us your. Okay, we got to intro you. All right, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the Locker Room Banter, we have here the hip hop history hipster himself, Drizzy, a.k.a. What again? No, a.k.a. Drake.
All right, he sucks at intros. Man, everybody go ahead and give it up, man. It's time to get your one and only hip-hop history moment fact from your boy Drizzy Mo, AJ Momo Fly, a.k.a. Mr. Hip-Hop History Hipster.
Yeah, it's your boy Drizzy, the hip-hop history hipster. I ain't really going to go too back with a blast from the past or nothing like that, but I just want to give recognition to somebody that I finally gave him a chance. That nigga Trouble. You heard of Trouble?
Nigga. Yes, Go ahead. I'm with it on that one. Go ahead.
You know I heard of Trouble. You know I heard of Trouble.
Trouble, Mr. Edgewood, man. Trouble, Mr. Edgewood of ATL, man. You need to go ahead and put some respect on his name, bro.
You know I heard of Trouble.
Shit, that nigga, I don't think he nothing to fuck with for real. But anyway, I know some of y'all might remember Alley Boy.
Yeah, Alley Boy. I did from the Alley. Yeah.
Back in the day.
Well, just shut up sometimes. You ain't got to leave a comment.
But yeah, Alley Boy was pretty much, he made a video a long time ago. It was like, y'all niggas got to check in. If you come to the A, ain't doing none of that shit, you know how them niggas talk. I can't even repeat half the shit he said because they so country. But it was a young nigga who stuck his head in a video talking some shit and joking. Blase, blase, blase. Come to find out, that's the nigga Trouble. So I gave his music. The first time I heard him was on a song with Young Thug, like A Thief in the Night, something like that. And I fuck with his flow. I gave him a chance, but I wasn't really too into it. But man, this nigga hooked up with Mike Will Made It, and that whole shit go hard, man. I've been playing that shit for the past couple days. It's something you get hyped to, something you work out to, something you just want to act like you a thug to. Go check your boy Trouble out, man. I don't want to say that he from the wrong hood, but that nigga in the streets, I think he from the Bluff. I got a little confidence in saying he from the Bluff. That nigga from the streets, and you can tell.
Edgewood.
I want to fuck with him on this clip.
No, he's from Edgewood. He got it tatted on his back. I
That
actually
ain't Zone 6?
No, I don't know none of the zones here. But I actually gave a shout out to Trouble album a couple episodes back. But I want to sit here and say I've been on Trouble for probably like the past 5 years. But he's been low-key on the mixtape scene. His game has his rap game has definitely come a long way, man. I fucks with Trouble and his music because he's definitely come a long way. I didn't know about that Alley Boy video though. That was interesting. There go your hip hop history moment, nigga.
There it is.
Duct tape.
All right then. What you said you want to go to sports?
Yeah,
or
we
anything else?
Yeah, no, we gonna get into to the
Ron
sports.
James?
We ain't talking about no hoes and that.
Not this one. We ain't gonna talk about these hoes. Not this time. So y'all have been saved. Hoes.
Anwar keeps running from his favorite topic. Anyway, all right, because Anwar doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
I'm an ad lib. You go ahead.
We did have the NFL draft that happened a couple weeks ago. I want to give a quick shout out to that on Thursday, 2 weeks ago, I believe it was. And it was very interesting. I really don't have the full details behind it because so much shit was going on. I don't think a lot of people really watched it because it was on a Thursday. But Dre, you probably watched it. Did you watch it?
The draft?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. That's rocket science to me.
Yeah.
I never was keeping up.
But it was definitely an interesting draft. I mean, they had a lot of good picks. I think it was like 8 or 12 quarterbacks that went in the draft or something like that. But anyways, whatever. We're moving on to NBA, where the shit that really matters.
That part.
It's the NBA playoff part, and Drake just checked out on us. Because I know he ain't really been paying attention outside of the LeBron highlights. But we're going to go ahead and start off with the West, which is the most interesting, I guess.
Is it? No, they both pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Actually, the East is the most interesting.
The East is the most interesting.
Yeah,
so we'll
I
start
get
off with
that.
the West, which is kind of straightforward. The Rockets are currently up on the Houston Rockets are currently up on the Utah Jazz 3-1. I do want to give a quick shout out to Donovan Mitchell though for the Utah Jazz.
Yeah,
boy.
man, you got to.
My God, that boy gonna be a problem in the next couple of years, boy. That boy is a beast.
I saw that.
So yeah, shout out to Donovan Mitchell, man. Rookie coming out here doing his thing, holding the Utah Jazz down. They're gonna have an exciting future going forward.
True.
Now we're gonna go ahead and go with the New Orleans Pelicans, the number 6 seed. 1-3, losing to the Golden State Warriors at number 2 seed. Ain't much to say about that. I'm surprised. The Pelicans actually should have been up probably about. It could have been up in the series. Those first 2 games they should have won. They should have won. They just let it slip away. And
welcome back, Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph Curry just came back from the injury and within 2 seconds.
Made the first 3. Yeah, I seen that shit.
Had 30 points in 23 minutes. Or something like
insane like that.
Man, fuck that nigga. Light skinned niggas ain't shit. All right, moving on over here to the number 1. Number 1 seed versus number 4 seed. Number 1 number 1 Toronto Raptors versus number 4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers.
And what's happening over there?
It's that man, LeBron motherfucking James.
We got to talk about that for a second before we jump over to anywhere else. Or
well, go ahead, man. I mean, shit, it ain't nothing to be said, but that nigga is that nigga.
I mean, usually it's you to give the props. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due, man. Like he said, number 1 seed Toronto Raptors is getting their ass swept currently.
Toronto is who we
by
thought they were.
Cleveland Cavs, which is number 4 seed. Now, we had this discussion earlier in a few podcasts. What do we think? Did the seed placing matter? We kind of said it doesn't matter where the seeds place because Cleveland was going to be Cleveland when it came to the playoffs. And Cleveland is showing us just that.
Well,
now,
let's not say that.
Now they are.
Well, let's not say that.
Why?
Cleveland's not being Cleveland.
Well, okay. Let me give your boy his props. LeBron is being LeBron. Well, Cleveland is being Cleveland because Cleveland's usually just sitting there watching LeBron, with the exception of Kyrie.
I'm saying,
but yeah, like you said, Braun is over there acting up. Braun is over there making them talk about the whole GOAT thing all over again because of the way he's hooping. Now I gotta give him props. I'm usually the one to throw some hate in there, But the confidence this man is showing at the end of these quarters is looking real. It's looking real goat-like.
He really could have had two. He hit a game winner on Saturday night. Game winner buzzer beater.
Game
on
2.
On game 3.
3. The first one was game.
No, he didn't hit. That was in Boston. That was in the last series.
That was
in the last series.
Okay.
Yeah, this one was in game 3 where he hit the series. In game 2, he should have hit a game winner, but he was feeling himself when he all them down fadeaways at his.
Yeah.
Nigga hit like 15 straight fadeaways or some shit like that.
I swear he MJ boy.
Did you not see that shit? That shit was way prettier
I did,
than MJ,
I did.
Bruh.
But I see. What you talking about? The last one or just
I'm
in
talking
general?
about the game 2. The game
no.
2.
I seen he hit like a whole bunch of fadeaways.
Bro, he hit 15 straight fadeaways, bro. And
That's
that
crazy.
shit was so pretty.
Looked weird too, the way he was shooting them.
Because they was real fadeaways.
They was so hot art and everything,
Yeah.
bro. Like he was like 30 feet away from the basket, bro.
That's
and
hilarious.
he was just playing with him the whole time, bro. The
Yeah.
shit was crazy, dog.
What's gotten into him? That's my question.
I mean, he know he has
The fact
to
that he
carry
has
him, bro.
to. The fact that he has to do that. No one else will.
Yeah, he know he has to. I mean, if he
Is he?
don't, he going home.
Mm-hmm. Your number 2 player
Is
is
he-
the 55th best player in the league. Kevin Love is the second best player on that team. It makes me mad every game. Every game. I don't care
So
if he
is
does get
LeBron
hot.
James finally a real nigga?
I'm not. You the only one that keeps making up this argument. But like, what is the definition of a real nigga that you keep having like every episode? Bro?
LeBron is
Has he been flopping?
showing us his talent.
Everybody in the NBA flops, bro.
No, has he been flopping lately?
Yeah, everyone.
everybody,
He's
that's
flopping.
the league.
There ain't nothing new. Yeah, he's still
I
flopping.
just been seeing him taking charge. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
Instead
Oh,
of
the
being
flopping ain't gonna never die. That's
that's
part of the
part of
NBA
the game
culture
now,
right
man.
now. Unfortunately, it is. But he's the fucking king of all of that.
It
Flopping.
look like he's owning it now without being soft. That's all.
I mean, we can only say that because the shots are falling. He's winning. I mean, he still used to take these shots.
Okay.
No,
You
he used
know?
to pass it though, didn't he? Didn't he used to
Yeah.
always be like,
That was the Miami Heat days. I
That's
would
when
say
he passed it when he had the better shooters. I mean,
that's true. You had Ray, you had folks like that on the side. Of course, you're gonna pass it.
Right.
He's just finding a jumper. Like this last couple of years, he's just finding a somewhat decent percent jumper. That's something he still has a weakness in. But right now, for some reason, there's a series.
That big out of the 50, averaging 50%, 60% right now. What you mean?
That nigga's insane. That's now. I'm talking about
that
before.
last shot was
No, you
crazy.
talking about just over the past
That
couple
last
of years, bro. He since he came back to the Cavs, he's gotten that jump.
His shot's gotten better. I get that. It has. But okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, and then I was gonna go ahead and sit here and say that the Sixers about to get swept, but the Sixers look like they're making a push
They
right
playing
now.
right now, right?
Yeah, it's 43 seconds in the game, and the Sixers are up on the Boston Celtics 101 to 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the Sixers are still down 0-3 to the Boston
They were supposed to
Celtics.
win,
And they
though.
were definitely supposed to win it.
Yeah.
The Sixers are number 3 seed. The Boston's number 2 seeds. But Boston has a team that I can't name one starting player outside of Al Horford.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tatum, is he a starter?
I thought he was hurt at one point. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he in
but-
there now, but I don't even know his full name, and I don't even know if he's
exactly.
a starter.
Jason Tatum. Is it? Yeah,
Jason-
Jason
so
Tatum.
that sounds
But,
about right, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Hey, the Sixers, they just gave up the ass. That's all. They just
Yeah,
spread the legs
yeah.
open. So,
I think they gonna come through.
I don't.
so you
but-
think they can win 4 straight?
Are they home
Not all 4.
tonight?
They won this one in Boston. Hold on. Let me see that. Yeah, they won this
How
one
many
tonight.
home games they got?
They won this one in Philly tonight.
Okay, so the next one gonna be in Boston. It's
That's one's going to be in Boston, and then it's go back to Philly.
if
Okay, never mind.
Exactly.
if need be.
Exactly.
Yeah, now Ben ain't doing enough this series to carry them.
All right, so what we got, man? I guess the next episode, we might get a special episode after this series.
For conference finals?
Go ahead and get this conference finals, or we're gonna do NBA finals. What y'all want?
We can do both. Well, NBA finals. is
Either way, I
something
go.
else.
Yeah, we'll do conference finals. We're gonna
Yeah.
have a special segment for conference finals, and then for the NBA finals, we'll do a special episode.
So who we see in the conference finals, so we know what to expect.
What you thinking?
I'm thinking.
I mean, shit. Obviously, Houston and Warriors.
Facts. Houston and Warriors, great series. That's going to be conference. East Coast rather. Cleveland and Boston all day.
So you think that? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I got. I mean,
Yeah,
you had the
Wanted to
Sixers.
see
though,
the
by way.
Sixers. So
I did. I did.
Everybody wanted to see the Sixers, man.
You know,
everybody wanted to see
we
the
thought it was
Sixers.
happening.
different.
Everybody wanted to see
I did have the Sixers. You're right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Last little bit for sports before we jump off. Now, being that they do the Rookie of the Year, I guess they always did this all the way through postseason. Ben had almost damn unanimous, but with Mitchell acting the way he acted and going in, how do you feel about that?
I think that it still deserves. It still should be. Hold on. Wait.
Ben
I
Simmons.
don't remember what seeding these niggas was. Let's see. Utah was number 5, so they're about the same.
Yeah.
I think it still should go to Ben.
Ben Simmons. Okay.
Because he pretty much carried the man. Shit, I don't know, bro.
That's tough, ain't it?
It's tough between the two.
Yeah, I mean that's why I asked, because I knew it was not an easy one. I mean, I said Ben Simmons, but the way Mitchell is going in, and then Ben Simmons with that 1-point game, that says a lot.
I thought it was just regular season though.
I thought so too, but someone just verified yesterday that it goes into postseason. That's why they haven't called it yet, because they're waiting for the series to be over so they can make that determination.
If that's the case, then I'm going with
Mitchell
Donovan.
Donovan.
Because that nigga showed up in the playoffs.
He's showing the fuck up, man.
Bro.
Yeah, I mean, with that being said, yes, I agree. And I watched Ben. First series, he wore Miami ass out. Second series, I don't know where this nigga went, but he ain't showed up.
The last game, he lost that shit. I think he had like 3 turnovers.
I watched it in his face, bro. It was like it was out of him. He just was scared. Looked like. Yeah. But okay, that was just a question I had before we jumped off that, because they may call it before the next episode.
Maybe. We'll see. But
because both them teams look like they about to lose.
So right, man. Yeah. So. Yeah, this episode, y'all, was pretty much a freestyle, if y'all couldn't tell.
True story.
So next episode, man, we probably gonna have some topics for y'all. We probably gonna have some topics for y'all. I might have a special guest in here. I'm gonna try to see if I can set that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
2 weeks be going by fast, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
2 weeks be going by fast. Does it?
I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna have some content next one.
You say that every time. He say that every time. And then you send three reports in the chat, and then you walk away.
Yeah, I do got one topic, man. DJ Khaled.
Why am I yelling?
Did y'all see the video about his wife though?
Nah.
Cussing his ass out.
Wherever. Oh shit.
It's a little disturbing to me.
It's on Snapchat?
Like, chill.
It was on Snapchat or Instagram, something like that. But his wife was trying to do yoga, and she just wasn't feeling that shit. Yeah, she was doing yoga at first, and then she was boxing.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, DJ Khaled's wife was not here for this bullshit, and was like, "Nah, fuck that." I'm gonna try to see if I can find a video. But anyways, the reports came out, and Dre said that he heard about this before. I haven't heard about it. Hold on, maybe do I got the video? Let's see what this is.
You can do it. All that talk you talk is do it.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, shit.
I like you. I don't need you in the background.
Yo, chill, man. Chill. Calm down. Yo, chill. Man, chill. Come on, let's go.
There's another one of them doing yoga, but the report came out that DJ Khaled doesn't.
I was about to say right there.
Doesn't go down on his wife. Doesn't eat
How
his
she
wife's
look? Who
pussy.
is that? How she look?
She's right.
Let me finish the story first, bruh. Doesn't
She
get.
look regular.
Can I finish the story, nigga? But he doesn't go down on his wife, but makes sure that she has to give him head.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all feel about that?
He been said that.
That's why I just said that you said it already. We haven't heard it. That's what I said, bro.
No, he said it on Breakfast Club like a long time ago.
Okay. Well, how do I feel about that?
Don't say on the same shit.
You want to answer that first, Dre? As far as how do you feel in reference to? Do you agree?
I mean, either she's going, okay, she got 3 options. Either she gonna be like, well, he's the king, I'm not gonna leave that. You know what I'm saying? He's balling, doing his thing. Either they have threesomes and bitches eat a coochie, or either she got another nigga on the side. And the fourth option is her just dealing. Yeah, I said that already. Dealing with it. So
you think
those are 3 options.
You think Khaled out here getting threesomes?
I mean, he rich. Niggas that's rich and travel across the world, they could do a lot of stuff we really can't fathom. I'm not saying they are, definitely.
But all right. I seen Khaled. Well, I'm gonna try to show you this picture of Khaled's wife. She don't have an Instagram, so it's kind of like you have to search for pictures of her.
Okay.
She don't really have no social media presence. But every single time I see a picture of this lady look like she's fucking terrible.
For real?
Like she can't she look like she can't stand DJ Khaled ass, dog. Like
Damn.
she hate his ass. But
I'm not getting pretty for you.
But
shit, that's why. Why you think she hate his ass? Because the nigga don't go down on her.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what attitude at.
Exactly. But dog, I don't know. And then he was getting criticized about this. Like people started attacking him on Twitter and all this shit.
I mean, of course they would. I mean, women ain't going for that.
But what you thought about? Hold on, this is yoga video.
All about meditation. Get that yoga in. You're supposed to relax when you do yoga. Mom, don't start that today, okay? Relax, baby. Just get the yoga in. Okay. Relax. Calm down.
Khaled's stupid.
Well, nah, man.
Relax, calm down. You loyal.
But I think she just like
Yo, that's
she always looks horrible to me though. Like she just look like she can't stand Khaled ass. But I'm gonna sit here and say, as a man, I love to please my woman.
I was gonna go there.
So
Go ahead.
I think it's kind of disrespectful,
Yep.
dog. Like I don't know how he in this situation, but
Yeah.
I guess it's something different. Like is Khaled Muslim or something? And it's
I
like
don't
something
know.
different between like the Muslim faith.
He
Where,
ain't Muslim.
Is that his excuse though? Because I don't know if that's what he's
I
using.
know some people use their religion or their faith, but based off of that, that's why they don't. I think Jamaicans be like, that's why they don't eat pussy or some shit like that. So some shit like that. Like,
Okay.
so I mean, but anyways, I love.
Yeah.
I
Him and
love
Ross on the same shit though.
him and Ross.
Friends, so maybe they just. Yeah, because Ross in another interview, he was like, he don't do that either. So they probably feel like, yeah, I'm the boss. I don't do that shit. It's you want to be with me or not?
Yeah, I love
Got money.
I love pleasing my chicks.
I don't know
so
if I heard Ross say that, but
I love pleasing my chicks.
Yeah, it was
long
on
as,
lip service.
long as I ain't out here, long as I ain't you ain't trying me in my area. We could try
Yeah.
some things.
hey, I feel you.
Yeah, you know.
You had any other thoughts about that?
No, you took the words out of my mouth, man. I'm a pleaser before anything, so my lady got to get hers. So that's something I would want to do to her. Not even about who runs this, who runs that, but I damn sure need that in return, though. That has to happen. So it ain't gonna be no flip shit where I love to please, but she don't do it. Like some women retire out. Nah, ain't no retiring out of that. That's a job you signed up for them to get. That's why it's called a
I
blow
don't think
job.
women want to retire out of that at all. I think women love doing that.
Not all chicks.
Many do.
No, not all chicks.
Many do.
Not all chicks though.
You right.
Man, it's just
But,
they ain't with the right one.
I'm just saying, bro. Hey, but
Once
another
they
thing that
figure it out.
another thing that we actually forgot to talk about that we can't go by without talking about is Childish Gambino, man, who hosted Saturday Night Live this past Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
He also is going to be starring in the upcoming solo movie as I forgot who the character is. Oh, Orlando something. Whatever the fuck. Whatever. Orlando something. He's supposed to be in that movie. And then he also dropped his single America. Mm-hmm. As well
This
as
is America. Yeah.
This is America, as well as a
video.
visual
Yeah.
for that video as well. Dre, go ahead, spit your thoughts.
Who's starting? I'm starting.
Yeah, you got it.
And it's one of those. It's one of those. It's hard to put it. It's raw. It's almost scary how real it is.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. It's like the message. The message is almost like it's so real that it's painful, but you glued to it. And what I mean by that is there was a part where the choir was singing, and it was dressed up in robes, and he was rapping. It's almost like you don't know what the hell he on. Somebody passed him the chopper, and after they was done singing, he blasted all of them, killed them all. And then the next scene was him dancing, walking by, and there was a cop car chasing some kids, chasing some people. So it's one of those videos where it's like, damn boy, it's powerful. That's really all I can say. It's that provocative. There's so many messages in it. I'm sorry. This is my last little bit. If you ask me, it's about what a lot of black people struggle with in so many different ways in America. The last scene of them running looked like he's losing his mind and everybody's just running. To me, that says so much because you could die here as a black man in America for some bullshit. You know that a cop could get behind you and you have that thought like, I hope this don't go, unrealistically crazy where I end up dead. And then at the same time, we really feel like motherfuckers is trying to kill us. So I think that just touches it touches a lot of areas, man, and just being a black man in America. Also being a black woman, but being a black man in America. Yeah. Shit crazy.
You get it?
Sorry guys.
No, you good. I mean, you pretty much, with more words than I had, said exactly what I wanted.
We know Anwar.
What I wanted to say. Honestly, I think it was like it was Broadway-esque, if that's a word. What I mean by that is, how they'll have like musicals and they'll just dance their way through, but they'll have such a deep message behind it. That was like how I felt about that. I did watch it, and I agree with everything you said. It's pretty much every day in America, and the music was so irrelevant to the video because it was like almost on some J. Cole shit, which is, it's nothing but kids on drugs stuff, talking about what we being, fed, but the video shows what's happening, what's really going on. His words is just, this all we talk about, music. You got the Gucci, you got the that, you got the that, but the video is showing, portrayal of what every day really is for us out here. The end part, I took pretty much similar to what you took. I feel like the end part meant that we're being hunted, because it was like we're being hunted down. That's what I got. Like Chase hunted, I guess it's all in the same, but that's what I felt when he was running. Not necessarily losing his mind, but being hunted. Like you got to run because we're being hunted down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got from the end of it. I'm going to go get a few more runs in. It was weird at first, but like you said, it was deep. It was deep. You just stop listening and start watching after a while.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to do.
My point, Dre, you pretty much kind of summed it up as far as with the video and everything goes. But I actually heard the song before I heard the video, and I think this is kind of the trend that's happening right now, is that when we dropping these songs, we got to drop the visual right along with it, because without the visual, that song was nothing. It was garbage. It was. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's garbage, but it wasn't nothing. You really wouldn't be able to catch anything with it. But when the visual drops with it, you see the meaning behind the words and all that stuff, and it's actually interpreted more. And the same thing also happened when Drake dropped God's Plan video. You really didn't like the song was cool, but when he dropped the video, it picked it up.
It meant so much.
It meant so much more as well. Just the same thing as with I mean, not so much with the new song that he got, Amigos, Walk It Like I Talk It, same thing, and also with the new song that he got with the girl Drake, the new song that he got with all the girls shitting on niggas and shit.
Nice for what?
Yeah, nice for what? When that visual dropped,
I didn't even see it yet.
The song itself was already a hit. Don't get me wrong.
True.
But that visual added so much more once he dropped the visual that was empowering the women and all that stuff, man.
See what you're saying. Yeah.
It seems like that's the trend. But the song itself is just mediocre. It was an alright song, but it wouldn't have been nothing without that video. That video just kind of made that song that much more meaningful and that much more powerful. And Drake kind of alluded to some of the interpretations of that video, but there's so much more behind that video that you actually have to sit back and take your time. And like people are, the internet is on it. So it's out there if y'all really want to go out there and look at it, because the internet is definitely on it. There's meaning behind Trayvon Martin's dad being in the video
in the opening, in
the opening credit, where he's shooting pulling out the gun out of nowhere, and the stance that he's in, there's a meaning behind that. When he's shooting the gun, when he's standing on the white car, SZA in the background.
It's creepy.
It's just so much. So much visual interpretation behind that video that you can't really just keep it talk about all of it in one podcast. Kind of wanted to talk about that right quick. Couldn't let this episode go by without talking about that.
I appreciate that.
But we do got one other thing. Go ahead.
Can we? Is it necessary to talk about J. Cole's video? 2 videos he dropped. ATM. ATM had a crazy ass meaning to it too. That was another one of those
I didn't watch. I can't really talk about those because I didn't watch those videos, so I can't talk about those.
Yeah, same actually.
Y'all ain't see it? Okay, well, in a nutshell, man, he just talked about somebody chasing the glitz and glamour, losing all their money at the craps game in the casino, trying to get a whip. He actually takes off an arm and then gives a leg because he didn't have enough money. So then the artwork for whoever he's supposed to represent, the king of drugs or whatever, he's floating in the sky like Santa Claus with all this gold on, looking all trippy. And kids are floating on a bike behind him, and he got $1 on a fish hook. So J. Cole, he was about to run out of gas with the car, so he was like, fuck it. And he had a girl with him. Turned the car up, and the car flew up in the air so he could try to grab the $1. And of course, you know what happened? He missed the $1, and he came down, and when he came down, he died, him and the girl. And that shit was like, damn, them cold-blooded ass endings, man.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, that's related.
I feel you. I mean, like I said, the visuals is important to a lot of these songs that's being dropped these days because it's giving a lot deeper meaning to it. But before we go ahead and wrap this thing up, I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. I don't know if y'all want to talk about it in depth now. But yeah, man, Avengers dropped, man. Thanos
I know.
dropped, man. Infinity War
Yeah, it's
dropped,
about
man.
that time.
I didn't
What's up,
want
man?
I didn't want to bring it up because I feel like we're gonna be on this thing forever, man. And it's one of them things.
We should have had a special.
I know,
for that.
like for real, we should have broke with
We
this
actually might go ahead and do that. If y'all want to try to set something up,
We
late,
can,
late
'cause-
night.
because there'll be something that's specifically
You gotta
for
have
that,
seen about
and we
that.
can have like just a comic head special because I don't want to rush this into a quick couple minutes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's a lot. We could do this. I mean, I want to talk about it,
Right.
but I know I'm gonna be
Yeah,
here
we
all
gotta-
night. We gonna
right.
be here all night talking about this, and I don't want to deprive the people of a great discussion about this because people are really talking about it.
All right, well,
Because I'm new to it.
Oh, because you actually watched the
Yeah,
movie
the
for a
first
chance
one.
in your life. All right, yeah, I hear you. I hear
And
you.
Amigos wasn't in this either.
Be on the lookout for that.
Whatever.
Be on the lookout for that Infinity War special that we're
Yes.
dropping soon, probably this week sometime.
Yeah,
so y'all
we
be
will.
on the lookout for that. If y'all want to be a part of it, man, y'all make sure y'all hit us up on our Facebook page at the Locker Room Banter Podcast Show on Facebook, on Instagram and Twitter at LRBanter407. That's LRBANTER 407 on Instagram and Twitter. And make sure you also email us if you really want to be a part of the podcast for discussion about Infinity War at Locker Room Banter 407. That's Locker Room Banter 407 at Gmail. Locker Room Banter 407 at Gmail. We don't really say the Gmail too much like that, so make sure y'all go ahead and hit us up for that. So, but yeah, man, we don't have a man's minute for y'all today because Anwar he pre-ejaculated and all that good stuff. So
Whatever.
Yeah, missed out on that opportunity, man. So we're gonna go ahead and run down these social media outlets and where you can find us at, man. Too, man. Holla at the folk.
Let's go. Y'all know this is me, yours truly, Anwar W. Let me tell you, you can find me on Instagram at ANWAR, the letter W _357. On Facebook, if y'all still fucking with Facebook, it's just Anwar Williams. Dre, talk to him.
Yeah, it's your boy Dre, a.k.a. Driss A. Dre, K.A. on my gangster nerd shit again. You know what I'm saying? All this reading. You got to educate yourself, man. It's actually fun once you get past that point. Your runner's high. You get your runner's high after you do some reading. You're saying, oh, this boring ass shit is interesting. So, yeah, gangster nerd shit. Holla at your boy at Instagram, just _Dre _LRB. Yeah.
You already know who this is, man. This is your boy Watts coming to you live and direct. Still out here drinking this water. Still out here exfoliating. You already know what it is.
You did.
You go hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at Watts #4. That's WATTS #4. And on Instagram. Oh wait, I forgot Instagram. Anyways, hit up the Locker Room Banter Podcast crew on both Instagram and Twitter at LRBanter407, LRBanter407, and the Locker Room Banter Podcast Show on Facebook. From the Locker Room Banter Podcast crew. We are
Listen
out.
twice.
Niggas from the hood, so these streets not far. Where I'm from, the dope boys is the rock stars, but they can't cop cars without seeing cop cars. I guess they want us all behind bars. I know it, and I heard them say.